is Ross Shabilsky of D20 Studios, here with Jay, the chair of the Chicago IGDA. And Jay, would you like to share a little bit with us about the Chicago gaming scene?
Alright, so there are over 50 game development studios in Chicago, and I think the biggest thing that we're doing here at TechWeek is notifying the rest of the Chicago tech community that exists. What IGDA Chicago does is basically that. We reach out to other communities and organizations to benefit our members, and work internally so that our members can share information and learn a lot more from each other about how to make games.
So Chicago seems to have this bad rep from other people around the country. You know, there's a lot of game activity on the West Coast, on the East Coast, but for some reason the Midwest seems to be non-existent gaming. And clearly, as we are here looking at these games today, that's not the case at all.
Right.
What are your thoughts on why that perception exists?
You know, I think personally, at least, that you hear people talk about like Midwest sensibilities and things like that, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we don't brag as much as a lot of people from the West and East Coast of what we do. We just kind of have this Midwestern way of going about things and doing our work and putting out great titles. I mean, we've got Tony Hawk here, we've got 2 of the 5 Summer of Arcade games for Xbox here, we've got, Raw Thrills makes the Terminator Salvation game and Big Buckner. We have a lot of great indie games being made here. We have a lot of great mobile and social games being made here by companies like Toy Studio. It's just that we don't go out and brag to everybody about what we're doing.
We're modest. We're modest here in Chicago. We're humble about our creations. We're not just shouting out every 5 seconds.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
So cool. So tell us a little bit about the IGDA and some of the new events coming out that are going to help facilitate, bring this community together.
Sure. So I can tell you two events we have planned for the future. Next month in July, we will be having an event where we're bringing in reporters from NBC Chicago, from MacLag, from other publications, and they're basically going to come and talk to a lot of our members about how to communicate with the press when we're releasing a game, how to write a good press release, things like that. The second event we're doing is probably going to be in October, we don't know when that yet, and that will be a game jam, and it looks like into a studio. We did the first one last year, and we're going to be doing the game jam in conjunction with Indie City Games, which is another Chicago game community organization, and hopefully possibly a company that we just started talking with called the Nerdery, and they make a lot of web development apps, HTML5, blah blah blah, all those sorts of fancy shiny words. So yeah,
that sounds very exciting. So lots of good things come from Chicago. Now, Jay, you were also in charge of your own game development studio.
Right. So
would you care to share a little bit about that and some of the games that you create?
Right. So I co-own, program, and market. As with any indie game company, we wear like 5 to 6 to 20 different hats. So we have one game out on Steam called Delve Deeper. Delve Deeper is succinctly, it's a game for nerds who like jokes. Specifically board game. It's like traditional Beer and Peanuts board game that people like, except it's for PC. We also have, we just released a game called Megaran and Language Arts the Game. That was in conjunction with nerdcore rapper Megaran. And then we're working on the sequel for Delve Deeper 2 The Deep.
Excellent. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. We look forward to seeing that. When we expect a release date for these new titles?
Delve Deeper 2, excuse me. Delve Deeper 2 will probably be out, I would say, a year. It's been in development for quite some time, but we want to make it perfect for everybody who plays it. I'm not interested in putting out crap games. We like to make good quality games.
That's true indie spirit.
Exactly.
Excellent. And then where can people go to find out more information about your games?
So for more information about our Lunar Giant games, you can go to lunargiant.com, and you can connect to us through Twitter and Facebook from there. For more information about IGDA Chicago, you can go to IGDAChicago.com, and then again, they can link to us from Twitter and Facebook, or you can take them from there.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jay.
Hey, thanks.